Welcome YouTube to this episode of Industry's Garage. Today we're going to talk about the BMW R9T Scrambler. I'm Reed and this is Eric. BMW markets this thing as a entry-level bike.
It might be entry-level in price, but it is not entry-level by any sense of the word on performance at all.
Yeah, and you know when they designed the R9T, when it first came out, it's a high-performance cafe racer, and when they came out with a Scrambler model, you know, they were basically trying to increase sales.
Sure.
So they came up with a model that was extremely affordable. You know, when you look at the R9T as the Scrambler as an entry-level bike, I agree with you that from price point, it's a great place to start an entry-level purchase of a BMW product, particularly of the R9T line.
This motorcycle accelerates nice. It's quiet, it's smooth. It doesn't feel like you're going as fast as you're going by any sense of the word. This motorcycle is stable on the road at any speed. This motorcycle has a feature that I absolutely love, and it has got engine decel drag that is just so much fun.
The software that's put in this thing, because they were saying that mechanically it didn't have any special features to it.
To create this much engine brake.
Right, but you know, you let off the throttle on this thing, and you hardly have to use the brake, period. I mean, because that engine puts some back pressure in there and brings this bike quickly to a halt. And I'm sure that when they designed this particular model, they had that in mind, because you know, as a entry-level purchase product, you don't want to plow through your brakes in the first 6 months. So if I've got this thing and I took it out on a nice, curving canyon type road, I can just enjoy this ride, lean into it, roll out of it, roll into it, and never ever have to worry about burning up a set of brakes or eating up a set of rotors.
You're right. This motorcycle will do a lot, a whole lot. If you wanted to do some scramble riding, dirt roads, logging trails, that kind of stuff, this motorcycle is more than capable of doing that. Even though it has huge amounts of engine brake, the actual brakes themselves are phenomenal. It was really smooth, the transition from being leaned over in the turn to the transition of standing the bike up out of a turn. It
Right.
was really easy and a lot of fun, to the point to where it's like, yeah, I think I'd like to turn around and do that again.
You know, and when you talk about being able to steer and perform, I was surprised that the fact that they kept them tubeless by having the exterior spokes on the wheels.
Most of the time you see that on a lot of adventure tour bikes, and what Reed's talking about is, if you will look on a rim, you will see a lip on the outside where the bead of the rim is, and they're running the spoke nipples through that, so the spokes are not in the central part of the rim. To me, it was just refreshing seeing spokes on this motorcycle, because back to what is being classified as an entry-level motorcycle, a lot of time you don't get spokes on an entry-level motorcycle, and it doesn't come across feature-wise with the amenities on the motorcycle to be entry-level at all.
Well, yeah, I mean,
The controls are nice.
let's look at the
dash is
front.
nice.
It's got a steering dampener on it.
Yeah, which as a rule you wouldn't see on an entry-level bike.
Exactly. Now, I got to tell you, the effects of that steering dampener and the way it smoothed out that ride and the handling going into the turns, abruptly braking and accelerating, was a feature of this bike that I was not anticipating. But the addition of that factory steering dampener made the ride so much more enjoyable. I don't know, to me, it allowed me to go to a level that I would not have gone to without that dampener being on there.
Well, the motorcycle, the way it's set up and the way that it's outfitted standard from BMW, does give a lot of rider confidence across the board. You get the impression it is not an entry-level motorcycle. This is actually a very nice, well-refined motorcycle. Now, it's bare bones as far as the motorcycle goes, but that's fine.
And I think that's the appeal that BMW thought about this particular model. You know, they took a industry standard of the R9T when they were trying to appeal to the customer to make it in such a way that you can have a bare bones effect, get all the benefits of a spectacular ride, and not have to pay a high price tag for it.
I also liked the way that it used engine brake and how you could blend the braking with the engine braking. When we rode the motorcycle in twists and turns, the recovery that is afforded the rider through the engine braking and the actual ABS braking system that the motorcycle has decreases the chances of a lot of issue with going in over your head. You can run that motorcycle in really deep, really wrong, and get it to recover with minimal input. I was impressed with the quality of motorcycle that you received for the amount of money that was spent. The fit and finish on the motorcycle is not entry level.
No,
The
not
paint
at all.
on the motorcycle is not entry level. The coatings and the platings on the motorcycle are not entry level. The rubber pieces on the motorcycle, again, are not entry level. The tires on the motorcycle are not entry level. The suspension on the motorcycle is not entry level,
No.
or the brakes. I think that it's a lot of bang for the buck.
If you want to find out more about the BMW R9T Scrambler, please go to the BMW website and check out the stats, or visit your local dealer. And we got to give a special thanks to Eurotech of Oklahoma City for giving us an opportunity to test ride the BMW R9T Scrambler version. I'm Reed, and this is Eric. We're here with Industries Garage, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you can find out more bike reviews, more gear reviews, and more parts reviews as we continue this series, helping you, the consumer, understand what the power sports industry is all about.